Welcome to the fourth video in the 5-part series on Data Module Manager, one of the most important tools in the AFRI S1000D software suite. In this fourth video, Reeta Nye will auto-generate the data module shells and make sure you know how to handle any warnings, ready for importing the data modules into the CSDB.
Thank you, Tammy. In this presentation, I'm going to show how, once you've created your data module shells and done your associations, you can now create those data module shells themselves. So what we've got is our data module codes that we have built, and we've done our associations. So now what we want to do is actually generate the shells so that they can be added into the CSDB. So the easiest way to do that, first of all, we need to make sure that all of the data module codes that we want to generate shells for are set to required. So we can highlight everything and click on toggle, and this will automatically make them as a required field. So that gives us our first step. Now what we want to do is we want to go through and check to see if there are any error messages. So we don't want to generate shells that are invalid. So we can click on Find Next Warning, and the system will go through and check everything that's been set inside each of the data module codes. If there's errors, it'll stop and it'll come up with an error number, and we can then continue. As we go through, you'll see that it stops on each code that's incorrect, and it's a quick, easy process for us to be able to identify what needs to be fixed. Okay, so we'll just go through and do a final check, and once everything has been successfully validated, we're then ready to proceed. Okay, so all records are now valid. Now we are ready to start generating our codes. So to do that, what we do is click on Build Our Data Modules. We select our output location as to where we want to write those shells to and go OK. And at this point in time, the content is now being created, so those shells are being created. And when they're finished, we can say yes to open the output directory. And what we do is we get all of the data module shells of all of the data module codes that we've marked as required. And if we open this with Notepad or WordPad, we can see that the entity block has been completed with the declaration for all of the graphics. You can see that we're working with version 4. And we can also see that the schema has been declared. And if we come down, we also have our refs block and we have our brex ref. And this completes the presentation on how we can build our data module shells from the Data Module Manager. Thank you.
When you need to deliver mission-critical information, ADG's software, training and professional services will assist you to deliver on time, every time. Aerospace, defence, legal or engineering, your requirements are as unique as your organisation. We are smart content. We are ADG.